Trap squad, 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 trap squad. Hey, clickbaity political. Yeah, thirst trap, trap squad, squirrel squad. Our mission is critical to speak the truth to the masses. We here for the fight. We ain't started, but we here to finish it. Sick and tired of seeing the privilege. Take advantage of the weak and the innocent. So we let our voice be heard. Every single weeknight, unapologetic. Black people, despite this white supremacist system that we live through on a daily, we still throwing up those acorns cause we represent clickbaity. Trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, let me hear ya. Trap squad, trap squad, show those squirrels up if you with it. Trap squad, trap squad, yeah I see you, yeah I see you. Trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, let me hear ya. Trap squad, trap squad. Show those squirrels up if you with it. Trap squad, yeah I see you, yeah I see you. Trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad.
Good morning, one and all. Welcome to another episode of Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. I am one of your two hosts, Marcus Farrell, coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. Get a wife and daughter, start a new life and all that wrong you do. And it has been 3 years and 22 days. That's right, 3 years and 22 days for me since I found out that Bobby Caldwell, the singer of What You Won't Do for Love, is a white man. That's right, folks. It's been 3 years and 22 days since I found out that Bobby Caldwell, one of the author and the singer of one of the greatest songs in American history, What You Won't Do for Love, is a white man.
What?
And today, yeah, that's right. Right. What? And today I'm joined by, we have a special guest host again. I told you we're going to bring him back on. The meme himself, the world himself.
Oh yeah, and well, to that end, you're right. I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
I am the inspiration for the squirrel.
You're the inspiration for the.
That's why I was like, hey, dog, that's why I was like, you know what? We cannot be at odds forever because I cannot be simultaneously the mascot and on the wrong side of clickbait, man. I can't. No, it doesn't work like that.
Hey, man, sorry I'm late this morning, man. My dog came in here into my studio and literally like wreaked havoc, and I thought I fixed everything. But the thing about animals is I think it's things you take care of in general, like kids and animals. I don't have any kids, but what I realize is that if you think you got it all cleaned up and then you move a piece of furniture, there's poop.
I have to search my house regularly for just to make sure Jeremiah has not had some adventure. So yes, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So this morning I set up everything, and things didn't zig when they zagged, and somehow he reset my original camera. So I'm using my laptop camera. Somehow after this show is over, I'm gonna fix that. But somehow he managed to climb. I don't know what he did. It's like amazing. I caught that little dog in places that are just like 3 times higher than he can even think about touching, and I caught him up there on it. Like, what the? How do you even get there, man? How you doing, Ben Dixon?
Man, I'm good, man. I am just seeing when is this thing gonna finally be over, this pandemic for real. We got all the holidays coming up this summer. Now I'm starting to get that itch, man. I got to get out into these streets and go to at least to a family reunion, to a cookout.
Yeah, and they have a new strain now. So
now,
what is
thanks,
it?
White folks. The Delta variant.
Yeah, the Delta variant.
Yeah.
If that ain't a Marvel comics character, you know what I mean? Like the Delta variant. Yeah.
Delta variant, yeah.
I mean, but the funny part about it is, like, we all know that ain't nobody we trust really told us to put our mask back on yet. America just decided to slowly just say, fuck it. We just gonna get out. I have not heard an official announcement saying COVID is over, right? And they dropping new variants and stuff like that. So I mean, I still rock my mask in restaurants and in restaurants. I don't do it in the streets as much, But you know, after finding out about this Delta variant, I'm going back to like square one with this thing, man. Like I can go outside and play. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't even know what life outside is like anymore, man. I done turned into straight up like Disney dad for real. I wanted to say I almost messed up and said Cosby dad because my wife my wife still watches the Cosby Show, but I had to catch myself because today is of all days is not the day to bring up anything connected to that brother. Because my God.
Well, the only thing I'm gonna say, because we do have an article on it, we'll talk about it briefly later on. But the only thing I gotta say about Bill is, Bill walked in there blind, and he came out yesterday, and it looked like he could see the whole world. You know what I mean? Bill walked in. You remember the imagery when he got arrested? He had like two people carrying him, and he couldn't see. You know, and I'm not trying to pick on the visually disabled folks, right?
No, because he can see now.
Yeah, he can see clearly.
He looked perfectly good. That man looked like he could go out there and do the Bill Cosby dance. You know, the thing. He all good now.
I see 50 pudding pops. Look at him. Look at him.
A little bit of Quaaludes. He looked like he ready to hit the scene again.
Hey, and I don't care what y'all doing though, interwebs. Y'all gotta stay off of Felicia Rashad.
Bro, that is the title of my show today. Do what the hell you want to with Bill Cosby. Leave Claire Huxtable alone.
Y'all gotta leave her alone. Speaking of leaving alone, I'm gonna get into the news because we started late, and I know you got to get on your show at 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, and if I don't, because Sister Georgia Ford will call me. And
yeah, we don't need.
Yeah, I don't need my neck wrung earlier this morning. I'm following
right. But by the way, shout out to my shirt, Black Owned Cannabis Company.
Word.
Check me out.
Shout out.
Restorative Roots on everything.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Listen, my top story today, and is James Clyburn. And the irony is Ben Dixon is on the show today, and we get to start with James Clyburn.
And I haven't done an impersonation for real in a long time.
This is beautiful. James Clyburn, Jim Clyburn out of South Carolina, the House Majority Whip. And it doesn't seem like Whip and Clyburn has like something about that just has synergy. James Clyburn, through his support behind Shontel Brown in the race to replace Housing and Urban Development Secretary Marsha Fudge in Ohio's 11th District, deepening the division between progressives and moderates in this race. And I do want to give one caveat. I am an open supporter of Nina Turner for Congress, but Shontel Brown does not deserve she might disagree with it, but she doesn't deserve the ire that you need to give Jim Clyburn, right? She's a candidate. She's supposed to do what she can do to win, right? I want to make that clear. So, and she's a black woman running for office. Yeah. She might be a moderate, right? But I don't even think that she might be a moderate or not. And I'm not.
She might not be that moderate, Doc.
Yeah, but the problem is that she's being used as a proxy for a battle much bigger than her race.
Yeah.
Right. And so first Hillary threw her support behind Shontel, and then Nina's numbers went skyrocketed, like fundraising wise. And then now Clyburn throws his support. The only person who's next. You know who's next.
I endorse Shontel Brown. Man, my alarm is going off. Yeah, take me down. 1 second. Let me cut it off.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's right. But we got to talk about it, folks. We got to talk about why they want to use these proxy wars. I've had my differences with Senator Turner, but I'm also a max donor to her campaign. I want to repeat that when Ben comes back. But and to be quite honest with you, the only differences that I have is her publicly speaking about reparations. Right. And I'll have that conversation with her when I see her, if she's watching this show. I'm sorry, I didn't bring that up. I wish you brought up reparations a whole hell of a lot more within your campaign, but that's neither here nor there. But, I'm also a max donor to her campaign. Like, I can't give any more money to her. Right. So because what I feel when it comes down to Nina Turner is she has been the essence and the real backing of the progressive movements, even more than Bernie. in my opinion. And the reason why is because you're talking to Bernie's former Black Outreach Director in 2016. When I asked to bring blackness to a progressive space, Bernie did not do it initially. The person who did it was Nina, right? So when you watch Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap, and when you watch Black progressives all across the interwebs go and talk about their issues, right? Understand that we have almost apex figures, right? And Nina is one of the Black progressive apex figures, and that means that the apex figures from the moderates and the gatekeepers have to attack her and stop her now, because if she gets in Congress, she's going to have a louder platform to push those issues in an effective way to Black voters. What you think, Ben?
I think, damn, I'm.
What?
I could cuss here, right?
Yes.
I can't cuss on my channel.
Oh no, we haven't changed.
Excuse me.
We haven't changed shit, especially since they demonetized us. So go ahead.
Oh, they demonetized y'all?
They just cut our chats off. We got to do some verification stuff. We'll be all right.
Okay, all right. Now we get that out. I know. I mean, no, I ain't trying to flex, but let me know. We get that resolved.
Okay.
But to your point, man, the reason I asked that is because one, I miss this kind of analysis from Black men, and I say that because I appreciate how you wove together the most critical parts of that with the mindset of respecting that sister, Chantel Brown. See, there's going to be a lot of white dudes.
Yeah.
Who going to run their mouth against Chantel Brown, and they need to be quiet because we ain't going to do it. Nina ain't going to do it. We don't need y'all to do it just because Jim Clyburn jumped in there, and you already said that, Marcus. Yeah. Thank you for saying that, because I need that repeated, because that's what we're going to see throughout the rest of the day. And that's going to make the progressive issue more difficult to get progressive. That's going to backfire on Nina Turner. So don't go after Chantel Brown.
They can't help it, man. They can't help it.
They better, because we don't need y'all messing up this campaign too, because number two, you said it also. You tried to help Bernie. You try, and here's the one thing, like Nina, you, hell, me, with all the videos I was doing back in 2015, I did my damn best to bring blackness to the progressive movement. And I think now what we're telling y'all is, nah, we bringing the progressive movement to blackness.
That's it.
That's what Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap is. That's what the Benjamin Dixon Show is. That's what our entire thing is now. Because we tried to tell y'all back in 2015, y'all ain't want to listen. So now, y'all got to come to us. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, Ben, we've proven our worth, right? Like, what folks need to understand is we don't control the purse strings, and when we do control the purse strings, we win. When Black progressives control the purse strings, we win. When white progressives control the purse strings in Black neighborhoods and don't allow autonomy in campaigning and engagement, we lose.
Facts.
It's simple. So who's the top dog on Nina Turner's campaign? Nina Turner. Not Jeff Weaver, not Bernie Sanders. Nina Turner is the top dog on her campaign. So I have a lot more confidence, believe it or not, giving Nina Turner a max out donation, because I know that she's going to go to the hood and talk to people and educate African Americans and people in her district around what Medicare for all means for Black people. She's going to talk to people in her district about what free college and getting rid of student loans means for her people. She's going to talk about the issues that actually matter to us as Black people, to expand the progressive message so progressives can actually win bigger races. This is a proxy war, folks.
It is. Thank you for saying that too, because you know Barack Obama is next. And can I just say, for the record, as far as Jim Clyburn and Barack Obama, they don't speak.
What do you have to say about that?
I can't even get it. I got to get in the mood.
Oh, you got to get it.
Clyburn.
We need Clyburn to come back now.
It's been a while. It's been a long while. But what we're not going to do, I'll work on it. I have it before the end of this show. But listen, let me tell you something, man. They don't speak for Black people. They don't. They might speak for a certain subset of black people who think everything is fine and nothing really needs to change. Therefore, let's protect qualified immunity, Jim Clyburn, right? They don't speak for the black community. There might be a handful of really vocal black folks on social media who make it seem like the black democratic establishment is representative of the totality of blackness, but they're not.
They're not.
And somebody, and I retweeted it. I forgot the sister's name on Twitter, but she said, "How popular is Hillary Clinton in the 11th district of Ohio?"
Come on, man. How about Clyburn?
Exactly. Who the hell even know who Clyburn? Now, Clyburn is popular in our world, but you go to the 11th district, just go to your district. Go to this is how little they think of black people. Go to some random district and ask them if they know Jim Clyburn is irrelevant to their lives. What they gonna say?
No.
But they think black folks are so easily moved, all they got to do is fly in the black super Negro.
Yeah. Watermelon Bojangles.
Jingle jangle ass.
Jingle. What y'all doing voting for Nina? Shot there.
What we're not going to do.
Interrupt. But they also might be doing that for an alternative reason too, fundraising. You know, they see those dollars that Nina's putting up.
Tunde, you're right, but brother, you got to understand something. When you go against Nina, see, that's the awesome part about Nina. When you shoot an establishment tactic against Nina, it's going to backfire every single time. And listen, let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. Hey, Clyburn. Hey, Hillary. Hey, Barack, which you're waiting on to endorse right before the primary election day ads, because we know that's coming.
That's what we're going to do.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't going to beat Nina Turner in that district. That woman is going to Congress.
Listen,
because it's the first time. It's the first time that talking points from a prophetic fire level candidate has been spread, and you can't stop. You can try to put toxic whiteness on Bernie. You could try to preach you could try to preach they don't understand black people on a white candidate, but you organically can't do that to a sister who is from the hood and represented there already. That is America got its issues, but that's one of the most amazing parts about democracy. Down ballot, there are some people that keep it real. Nina was one of those people. I want to say 90% of the Democrats in Georgia who are in the state house, 80%, they are righteous people. I don't know what happens when people win statewide, though. As soon as they go statewide, they change up their tune fast as hell. But I don't think Nina is going to go in there and do that. So, like, y'all can't stop Nina from winning. Nina's going to win this race. It don't matter how many endorsements y'all throw at her. And then when she gets in Congress, she's going to be the firebrand and a Democrat.
Yep.
A Democrat that's willing to criticize the Democratic Party openly, another voice to the squad. And dare I say, AOC is going to have to give up some of that space when Nina Turner comes in. I say that. Like, I love AOC. I love Alex to death, but she's going to have to give up. When Nina gets elected, you might as well go ahead and dust off that co-leader of the squad.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. And to prophetic level candidate. That's a nice juxtaposition between like Super Saiyan and blackness and this radical politics that we get. That's a good phrase right there, Doc.
Yeah,
prophetic level candidate. And when you said that reminded me of who she is, man. Can you think about what it takes to run around this country at the highest levels, being attacked by everybody, being attacked by Hillary Clinton's clan?
Come on now.
Being attacked by Barack's clan, the K-Hive, and oh, by the way, white supremacy hates you too.
Yeah.
And now leftists hate you. Well, quote unquote leftists, right? Hate you too. And imagine now still having to go around the country and speak at that prophetic level. Because that's what they can't stop. You're right, Marcus. They can say what they want to say. They can't stop Nina.
They're not going to be able to stop her. And what I would like is black progressives Black progressives, white progressives support black people in your neighborhood who think like Nina Turner and talk like Nina Turner. Some of y'all Democratic Party officials who watch our show that are progressives, and we know who you are, and we appreciate y'all watching Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. Y'all also support people like Nina. They're all around you, but you can't be afraid of Nina. See, here's the thing. I'm going to give y'all a little secret. Give y'all some secret sauce real quick. Even Bernie Sanders' world had a hard time adjusting to Nina. That's right. You're talking to Marcus Farrell, one of the people that recruited Nina Turner to join Bernie Sanders in 2016. And when I tell you that there were two people that campaign tried to put on ice, that's right. A white progressive campaign tried to put Nina and Killer Mike on ice. We had to fight Jeff Weaver up and down till finally Jeff met with Nina, and that became beautiful. And then finally Killer Mike showed up, and that became beautiful also, right? Somebody had to explain that Run the Jewels was a real thing at the time, right? You know, and they were famous. It was more than just a black man named Killer Mike. So you got that level of enemies coming from all over, right? I just want to say that Nina Turner is probably the biggest game changer for progressives. Nina Turner in Congress, whether she can pass laws or not, is one of the biggest game changers in Congress, because hell, a lot of the members of the squad borrowed Nina Turner's tactics.
Come on.
You know, like,
I mean, it's the dang, I can't say it because I don't want to say it to offend, but it reminds me of, it is definitely not the same as this, because I don't want to offend the squad, but it is kind of like the Paula White, the TD Jakes kind of something.
There you go.
That, you know, it is a gentrification of a little bit of that prophetic fire. So, you know, but not across the board. Like, you know, they got their own fire themselves, but Nina has a fire that goes the distance. I don't think people really realize, like, Nina Turner believes what she says. Y'all been looking for somebody who actually believes what the hell they say. So that's why they can't stop her or replicate her.
Well, and the pushback on what Killer Mike said, and the pushback, and see, also, these are my friends. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but like, these people, I know these people as human beings, right? What has happened since 2016, since Hillary gets office, once you run a campaign, after your campaign is over, if you're a powerful person, you put your people in places to raise money, to become more dangerous, to be a part of the establishment, party, DNC positions, all kinds of stuff. And Hillary people are all over the Democratic, all over politics, all over television, right? So if you think that that machine that hated Bernie in 2016 is done, they will all pop their heads up, even in a worse way, because of a black woman. Oh, by the way, intersectional liberal acolytes, what happened to, we support black women. We love black women. Y'all don't even know who Chantel is. Y'all knew who Nina was, but y'all were disrespecting Nina because, I guess she's not a black woman because she's a progressive. All of a sudden you lose your blackness because you want to see faster versions of Medicare for all? You wanted to see the cops be defunded, or whatever term and sloganeering that y'all care about? I don't get it, Ben. I don't get it, but we got other news to cover, unless you got something else on this one.
Nah, man. Nah. We're gonna beat that horse for the rest of the day. Me, la, me, do. Former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld, who oversaw the Iraq War, died yesterday. And I ate a popsicle last night. Next, Bill Cosby freed as court overturns his sexual assault conviction. Ben, I'm gonna let you ride with this one for a second. Oh, you didn't? You like what I just said? Listen, y'all do what y'all want to Bill Cosby. Leave Felicia Rashad. Leave Claire Huxtable alone. She old, she ornery, she got memories of the good old days. She wasn't thinking straight. Y'all leave Claire Huxtable alone.
That's right. That's it. I mean, listen, Bill Cosby is not innocent whatsoever, right? he didn't get out because he was innocent. He got out because of he actually got out because of the toxic ass criminal justice system that needs to be reformed. So there is a good point of him getting out, and that is it kind of exposes, kind of like the only black person who's ever benefited from the criminal justice system trying to put you away too fast and being and not being thorough, right? But on the same token, he did not get justice for the crimes that he is not an innocent human being. He actually, that was a plea deal, basically him admitting that he sexually assaulted these women is the reason why he's out of the jail right now.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we just gotta be better. Go ahead, bro.
What's amazing is that you're phrasing that very, very particularly, and I agree with every bit of it, and it's making me want to say some things that I probably shouldn't say. So let me finesse this really, really carefully. I think it is really, really sad that this has compounded the insult to the injury of everything that Bill Cosby did. This compounding of the insult to injury ain't Felicia Rashad's fault. So don't go and try to cancel her and take it out on her. You know whose fault it is. It's those prosecutors' fault. Because they were so eager to get Bill Cosby. Well, because he was a rapist, for one. But if you've already made a deal, it's the prosecutor's fault. It is Bill Cosby's fault that he raped all those women. There's a site. I'll have it. We're going to have it. I don't know if y'all have it, Babatunde, but there's a video of Bill Cosby admitting on Larry King Live that he just put a little bit of the Quaaludes in the drink top. I'm like, dude. Yeah, but it ain't Felicia Rashad's fault that everybody's angry this morning. She's just going to be the fall person and get canceled, but we ain't going to let y'all cancel her. It is the prosecutor's fault.
Y'all, hey, listen, y'all can't cancel Claire Huxtable. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen.
So Ben,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So I was going to say, so we actually have two sites. We don't have that one though, although I will now go try to hunt that.
Yeah,
that one down.
Larry King Live. Put the little bit of Quaaludes in the. I'm like, fine. Rapist ass. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he's a wild dude, but this case is interesting for like a few different reasons. One being that so Bruce Castor was the prosecutor that actually set up the deal. Now, if people remember, that's the same dude that represented Trump in his second impeachment trial earlier this year. Now, that produces a lot of interesting things or places we can go with that. We'll play a side here in a sec that will introduce you to Bruce and give you an idea of exactly who we're dealing with, the genius that we're dealing with in Bruce Castor, because he set up the deal where they wouldn't prosecute Cosby, but Cosby would testify in a civil case. So basically, they were looking for money, not to put Bill away. And he said he didn't have enough evidence, quote unquote, to put Bill away, even though Bill ended up admitting, yeah, I know, I definitely did it. But the first clip we're going to play is Bill getting out of and I guess the statements, his lack of statement, I guess, because he didn't even speak. He let I guess his proxy speak for him. We can run that if you got it, Dwayne.
This was an unwanted 3-year vacation that Mr. Cosby never asked for.
3-year vacation.
In hindsight, we're happy that he got it because he was able to pull the covers off of the corruption in Montgomery County with the crooked DA,
pull the covers,
judge, Steele and O'Neill. These same people find this man, this American citizen. I don't know how a DA has that much time on his hands to fine him $2,010 for not cutting his yard. I was on the way to pay that fine when I got a call from Nick DeHatt, and Nick told me that they had vacated the conviction. You know, what we saw today was justice for all Americans. Mr. Cosby's conviction being overturned. It's for the world.
Turn this shit off.
And all
Americans. I'm good on that.
Yeah, turn this shit off.
I'm good on that.
So let's go through this. First off,
fuck
y'all
that dude,
should have just hopped in that car and then went to Bill Cosby Island and never
laid
came back,
low, ever.
right? Second, now you thought you were trying to thread a needle. Watch this one right here, Ben. Bill Cosby is guilty as hell for sexually assaulting those women. But it was also white supremacy's beautiful layup that Bill Cosby allowed them to get. He deserved to get punished, but also white supremacy has been wanting to punish Bill Cosby since forever. And yes, I do believe that that NBC rumor is true. I do. I believe that. I believe when you had the most popular show, one of the most popular television shows in American history, and you were the executive director of it, and you had the gall to walk up in some white man's office and say, I want to buy this shit. What you mean you want to buy something? I got the money I want to buy. I want to buy in NBC. How about you just stick to drugging women, and we'll deal with you later. So don't get it twisted. This is not like giving anything away from the victims who still deserve justice. But we also have to realize that we can't put ourselves, especially black men, don't put yourselves in a predicament where you can allow white supremacy to destroy our communities even further.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Like don't do that, right? And then, Bill with his self-righteous ass decides that he wants to, if you don't pull your pants up in respectability, he's a respectability Negro now. Like yeah. You know what I mean? He's the epitome of respectability Negro. On his show, if y'all go back and watch the Cosby Show to this day, you want to see what respectability Negroes look like and what Jim Clyburn aspires to be and what I see quiet over there, Ben.
I'm just listening to you go, man. Go. Shit.
Listen, you want to get the perfect example of what they want Black America to look like? This is it. And here's my thing. That's not problematic, but it's also like you can't shun things that don't look like that either.
Right.
Right? Like there is some points to be made about different types of families and different types of men and different ways to present yourself as a Black person in America besides what is accepted at the CBC Gala, the Phoenix Awards dinner. There's different ways of doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here's the funny part about it. Even though we use Jay-Z capitalistic ass, Jigga grew out his hair and said, fuck Al Sharpton. Right? They didn't accept him until he became a billionaire. Right? There's different ways of being Black. That's all I got. That's all I got on that one. We got one more story. Go ahead.
Before we move off this Cosby tip, we should take a look at Bruce Castor, because I think people forget exactly how much of a clown he actually is. So him setting up this deal for Cosby is pretty on brand for who he is. So Dwayne, let's run that second clip.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be quite frank with you. We changed what we were going to do on account that we thought that the House manager's presentation was well done. We are generally a social people. We enjoy being around one another. Senators of the United States, they're not ordinary people. And boy, this is a diverse group. We still know what records are, right? On the thing you put the needle down on and you play it. I worked in this building 40 years ago. I got lost then, and I still do. I represent the great state of fill in the blank. I saw a headline, Representative so-and-so seeks to walk back comments about, I forget what it was, something that bothered her. I don't want to steal the thunder from the other lawyers, but Nebraska, you're going to hear, is quite a judicial thinking place. If the individual state legislatures didn't adopt the Constitution, we would not have it. The floodgates will open. As I was going to say originally, it will release the whirlwind. But I subsequently learned since I got here that that particular phrase has already been taken, so I figured I better change it to floodgates.
Now, that was him representing the president of the United States of America in his second impeachment trial. in front of
That's gonna be red. See, here's the thing people don't realize. This was this clown over. When you listen to something, it can escape you how dumb that person really is. But when historians read that transcript of what that man just said, they're going to be like, holy shit, America was so dumb that this was the lawyer for the president of the United States in the second impeachment trial.
What are you talking about, Ben? I disagree with you completely because that's critical race theory. What do you mean? There won't be history. What are you talking about? There won't be books. Books and history? It's going to be
reading
cartoons.
and writing.
Our history is going to be Rick and Morty. Bro, like, what are you? There's more reading, education. They're trying to get rid of that. Hey Ben, I got a question for you before we go because we got one more article. Are we like your fluffer for your show? You don't know what a fluffer is.
I don't. I tell you, I'm not a media guy. Even though I do
that one right now. Let's just say we're getting you. Are we getting you warmed up for your show? You better go hard today. And I said go hard. That's funny. Shout out.
Jesus Christ, Dad. I feel. I mean, I'm not an innocent man, but I feel like a child right now. Some shit I just don't know.
Hey,
there you go.
Phoenix Suns going to the NBA Finals. Shout out to, man, it's amazing. I am one step away from having both teams that I support and love in the NBA Finals. Ben Dixon. My nice. Phoenix Suns and my Atlanta Hawks have a very good opportunity to meet each other in the NBA Finals.
Nice.
So shout out Devin Booker, the whole Phoenix, the whole Sun, the whole Valley area, man. Y'all needed one. Jordan took Barkley's ring back in the day. You know what I mean? So it's been 28 years, I believe, since y'all saw NBA Finals. So congratulations to that whole area. I will give props to the NBA more than other leagues because they allow their people to be their people. They allow black folks to be black in real blackness. They don't allow white supremacy as much. Don't get it wrong. It's still a corporation, but they don't allow white supremacy as much. The NBA is, I believe, the second best league outside of the WNBA, which is the most woke league on the planet. And, you know, they will literally kick their own owners out for white supremacy. So shout out to
Kelly
them. Hopefully the Hawks can win tonight. What'd you say?
I said shout out to former senator and former owner Kelly Loeffler.
Kelly Loeffler, right?
Yeah.
Right. Last story of the day, and then I'm gonna let you go and do your thing,
man,
Ben Dixon.
Cool, man. Yeah.
A grandmother didn't answer her phone during a class, and she was sent back to prison. Gwen Levy served 16 years in federal prison for dealing heroin. She was released last June due to COVID and ordered to finish her 24-year sentence under a home confinement. But Levy's season outside ended June 12th after she attended a computer word processing class. This is a shame, in Baltimore's Inner Harbor. The Federal Bureau of Prisons incident reported that she was out of contact for a few hours with officials supervising her. There's no question she was in class, her public defender said. As I was told, because she could have been robbing a bank, they were going to treat her as if she was robbing a bank. According to the Levy's Bureau of Prisons, the incident report, the officials supervising her were alerted by ankle monitor at 10:51 a.m. that she was not at home. She did not answer calls for her phone for the next few hours. By 1:17 p.m., the ankle monitor showed that she was back at her approved address. The report noted the incident as an escape. I feel like I was attempting to do all the right things, Levy said. Breaking the rules is not who I am. I tried to explain what happened and tell the truth. At no time did I think I wasn't supposed to go to that class. I apologize to my mother and my family for what this is doing to them. You ain't have to apologize. This is the white supremacist system that we live through on a daily. We still throwing up them acorns because we represent Clickbaity.
Oh. That was a verse?
That was our theme.
Man.
That was
dope.
Yeah, that was our theme song. Shout out.
Oh, you know, and that's one of the when I heard I haven't learned the lyrics to it yet.
You can't. You can't.
Wait, I have not learned the lyrics to it yet, but no, I definitely, that's one of the reasons I came back. I said, man, that song is dope. But to what you're talking about, man, this system is so cruel that it salivates at grinding a 76-year-old grandmother to the dust mercilessly.
Yeah.
I can't go any further without breaking my new brand. I got
Yes.
set up because
No, that's fine. I mean, listen. First, thank you for. You could stay on. Ben, you better stay.
I know.
on
I'm flexing. I'm flexing. Man, fuck these, dude.
No, don't flex because listen. We need that Cosby show.
I'm bringing Cosby show money to the black people, man. At least we're gonna try. We're gonna at least try. Like if we fail, at least we fail trying to do something good for the people.
Yeah. The injustice of America almost shows every single day that we come on Tuesdays and Thursdays when we come on and we do Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. We point it out because what I'm starting to realize as we go deep into our second year of Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap, what I'm starting to realize is, and I look around like the progressive universe. I listen to MSNBC. I listen to Patriot Radio. I watch Fox News. I watch MSNBC. I watch TYT. I watch everything. I watch everything political because I try my hardest to see why everybody seems to miss us. TYT, I'm not trying to say they do. I think they do a good job, but why they miss the black angle on why America really is the way that it is. And I think one of my goals for this show is to not piss off white people who watch this show or piss off white people in general, but to create a well understood reason for empathy from our white counterparts. And to create anti-racist. Like to create anti-racist. Clickbaity is for white people, to me, clickbaity is meant to create anti-racist. We want y'all to be just as fierce and aggressive as we are when it comes down to speaking about race in America. Right? And then if somebody says, well, I don't, you don't know what you're talking about, feel free to direct them right back over here to Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. Right? We got receipts. And our sheer existence in this planet, as we live, our sheer existence in this planet gives us a leg up to actually have a legitimate conversation about why things are the way that we are. We know budgets. We know city budgets. We can read. We're very analytical, smart people. We read books. We know how we got here. We're not just screaming racism for no reason. We know why it happens, but we need more allies. So continue to watch. Ben, man, you got anything to end us on? Because I want to give you enough time to get over there.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that consideration because I know David's probably somewhere. Where's Ben? No. Shout out to David. And shout out to Babatunde and Dwayne. And shout out to Dwayne, and Babatunde. Like, they were the connecting threads. They kept us all lines of communication throughout the whole thing. And they knew we would eventually, in some form or fashion, be back together. But I want to speak to what you just were talking about, man. I have, let me tell you about my new brand. My new brand is, I'm talking to black folks. Y'all can listen in if y'all want to. That's it.
Oh, that's it for real. Okay.
I mean, I could explain, but I'm learning to say less.
Say less. Say less. And with that, listen, America, you can find me at Marcus for America on Instagram and Twitter. You can find my dog Wody Bobo at Wody Bobo.
Wody, how Wody doing?
Wody's huge, and Wody messed up this. Woody's the reason why I was late this morning.
Yeah, no, I heard, man.
Yeah. So
don't you be good to be you. I know you
I'm not gonna touch Wody this morning. You
a good puppy father. I could tell, man.
Yeah.
Love that dog. Yeah.
And also, please go check out Restorative Roots on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Like, just type in Restorative Roots. Our website will be launching soon. And this cool shirt that I have on, Black-owned cannabis company, Restorative Roots, will be starting to be sold in about 2 weeks. Our store is finished. We got a whole bunch of T-shirts and a whole bunch of stuff. Go order our stuff. Go order our stuff. Shameless plug, but on the same token, you are supporting a African American owned business. As a matter of fact,
shameless playing. Let me plug. Well, finish that thought and then let me plug you.
As a matter of fact, every time you watch the Ben Dixon Show and Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap, and you give us some money, you are supporting a Black-owned business.
That's what I'm talking about.
And with that being said, I'm gonna let Ben you end the show today, man.
I'm gonna end the show because I'm gonna say like y'all buy that man's shirts, y'all buy that man's products, and so that he can get the tincture drops, the stuff you put on. I need somebody to get that in stock. All right, that's all. Thank y'all for allowing me back into y'all space. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks everybody for watching Clickbaity Political Thirst Track. We will see you. I believe it's tomorrow night, Dwayne. No, okay. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Friday.
Peace.
All right, y'all, man. That's fine, man.
Trap squad, 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 trap squad. Hey, clickbaity political. Yeah, thirst trap squad, squirrel squad. Our mission is critical to speak the truth to the masses. We here for the fight. We ain't started, but we here to finish it. Sick and tired of seeing the privilege. Take advantage of the weak and the innocent. So we let a voice be heard. Every single weeknight, unapologetic. Black people, despite this white supremacist system that we live through on a daily, we still throwing up those acorns cause we represent clickbaity. Trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, let me hear ya. Trap squad, trap squad. Throw those squirrels up if you with it. Trap squad, trap squad. Yeah, I see you, yeah, I see you. Trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad. Let me hear ya. Trap squad, trap squad. Throw those squirrels up if you with it. Trap squad, trap squad. Yeah, I see you, yeah, I see you. Trap squad, 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 trap squad.